All right, we're switching gears to financial services now as Nigeria continues to embrace innovative financial models that promote inclusivity, ethics, and fairness. Noor Takaful Insurance Limited, they've emerged as a trailblazer in the country's insurance landscape. The company recently hosted its surplus sharing and claims celebration 2025. We announced a remarkable 1 billion naira surplus distribution to participants, a clear demonstration of the strength of the Takaful model. To bring us up to speed now, we have Mr. Aminu Tukur as the Vice Chairman, Noor Takaful Insurance, joining me right here in the studio. It's great to have you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, lady. How are you doing?
Happy Independence
Thank you. Same to you. Fantastic.
It's another one. So, you know, definitely quite an impressive sharing there, 1 billion. Talk to me about this performance. You know, how impressive is it in your opinion?
I think for us it's a promise met. The model, the Takaful model, is basically the operator, Noor Takaful, managing these funds on behalf of the participants, who we call the policyholders, who we call participants. So our responsibility is to ensure that the funds that are contributed are managed, distributed when there's a claim or when claims are paid, and then we invest it. So to be able to consistently, since 2017, to able to consistently distribute this surplus back to participants who have not made a claim over the years, I think for us, on year one, everybody thought it was impossible. But now everybody's just looking forward to the next year, and seeing that, or as the numbers grow higher, or what is the next amount they're going to distribute, or people are even saying, oh, let me even manage my assets well. Let me not have an accident, let me avoid having an accident so that I can avoid making a claim, so that I can get something at the end of the year. So our policyholders, our participants are extremely happy, and it cuts across the retail side.
So I guess as a policyholder, claim, that's fine, I get my claim. Then if I don't have a claim, I'm not going to feel cheated. I'm still going to get something.
So we call it the win-win model. So you either win by making a claim, or you either win by getting a surplus. Let me make it clear, it's not 100% certain. There's no guarantee that you get a surplus. It depends on a number of factors. But fortunately, every year we've been able to distribute surplus to people who have not made claims. There are a number of things that we have to go through. One of the things is if that year there are more claims than from the fund, then obviously the fund cannot pay a claim. But we've been able to manage that over the years. And people have been receiving this consistently. Like I've said, it cuts across the retail side, the corporate side, the non-governmental organizations who are our clients, who have also gotten these funds consistently.
Quite interesting. And looking at 2023, you paid a surplus of 400 million naira. And that was a time where the economic headwinds were they were heading everyone. You know, at this point, how were you able to achieve that?
I think, alhamdulillah, God has been good to the company. Yes, Nigeria has gone through, or is going through a lot. Just before this program, I know, before I came on, I was watching, and we're talking about inflation. Yes, at that time, we probably peaked inflation at about 36% or so. But I think as well, because of the inflation, it also affected the amount of how much people contributed. We've asked people to look at the value of their cars. A car that you bought at 5 billion 3-4 years ago is no longer 5 million. So of course we'll advise people, look, revalue your car. It's no longer worth, because that 5 million cannot buy that car again today. So it's probably 7-8 million naira. So we advise our participants, look, revalue your car, so that you get true value on your funds or on your assets. So despite the fact that we've had tough years, we've been able to effectively manage our participants. How do we do that? One of the things that we've tried to do for the corporate clients, what we've done is when you have a fleet of cars with us, we go in with partnerships with organizations, we go and train their drivers, okay? And say, look, this is how you should do defensive driving, this is how you should manage your vehicles, these are the kind of things you should do. In addition to that, for people who have buildings and property, we advise them to have fire extinguishers. So it's not just about, look, providing a service, collecting your money and walking away. What we do is a hand-holding relationship. That way we're able to see that, look, these funds are yours. The Takaful or risk fund belongs to the participants. It doesn't belong to Noor Takaful. So let's all manage it together to get value for that money as a whole. So we just don't walk away. We try and get value for whatever is contributed into that risk fund. So at the end of the year, you should be able to get something decent, reasonable. I have a client who called me and said, oh, Aminu, I've sent you a picture. And I looked at it and it was a picture of a deep freezer. I didn't understand it, so I called him back and I said, oh, I didn't understand this, sir. He said, oh, this is my surplus. This is what I bought from the surplus. My wife is very happy that from my surplus amount, I was able to replace her deep freezer for her.
Nice.
So these are the kind of stories that we're happy to hear. It's not just about the money, but what the money can do.
What the money can do. Quite interesting. You know, the chairman also said that at the 1 billion distribution surplus ceremony there, that this is not just a milestone, but a powerful indicator that, you know, this model, you know, actually works. You know, quite interesting. But, you know, talk to me about, you know, the strategies in place, because, you know, some people are religion sensitive. You know, how do you navigate that divide?
I think when we commenced operations in 2017, we did have that challenge. But I think we've gone beyond that today. Nigeria today has accepted Islamic finance, or what we call non-interest finance, as an alternative. And what we've been able to tell people, look, is this is an alternative. People say money has no, or currency has no religion. Okay? So what we have been able to do at Noor Takaful is to show the value for having your insurance done with Noor Takaful. If you know that, look, especially now more than ever, where everybody is trying to get little savings here and there, you're able to say, look, you've given me 100 million naira or 10 million naira as a contribution of premium, and you're getting 1-2 million naira back. Any business manager will say, look, this is something I should look at. So we don't talk about religion, we don't sell religion, we don't sell religious products. What we sell are financial solutions at Noor Takaful. In fact, we say we don't offer products, we offer solutions. So we sit down with you within the approved products that we have. We try and tailor the products that we have to give you a perfect solution that will meet your own individual requirements. And we don't have, for various reasons, we don't have the data, or we don't keep the data in terms of Muslims, non-Muslims as clients. But if I look at it as a whole, I'll find that a significant number of our clients, participants, are non-Muslims. A significant number of our staff are non-Muslims. So we don't look at that. What we do is offer value for money, offer solution, especially in times of risk, where people have to manage their risk. And people are afraid to lose that asset that they've saved so much money for, or they've gotten hard-earned money. So they need that protection now more than ever. And if possible, at the end of the year, you get something back.
Right. Blind to religion.
Blind to it, exactly.
You know, at this point, you just said, you know, if things go well, you know, you get a surplus.
And they've been going well.
And they've been going well.
They've been going
so I guess we can look forward to more surpluses.
I believe so. The way the model works, or the way the regulator regulates that aspect of surplus, we kind of have an idea, because if you observe, we've just paid 2023 surplus, or we've just distributed that. We're not late. It's how the regulator has done it.
Right.
And says, look, you have to wait for every policy taken in 2023 to expire. The last policy of 2023 expired on December 31st, 2024. So you can only do that in 2025. So we've looked at the indication, the surplus amount, the profit, underwriting profit for our general and family, which is our life business, is much more than the 2023. So expect that for 2024, the surplus distribution should be a bit higher.
Fantastic. I'll be looking forward to that. Thank you so much for helping us break it down. Mr. Aminu Tukur is the Vice Chairman at Noor Takaful Insurance Limited. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you, lady. Wish you all the best. And
wish you the best too. Definitely. So that's the show today. Thank you so much for watching. We're back again at 1:30 p.m. The markets are open right now. It was a holiday yesterday, but it's time to make money again today. We'll give you the details on what's playing out with the markets that we track at 1:30. Thank you for watching. I'm Ladi Williams. Bye for now.